Hello children, this is the first video of this week, class 8, chapter number 5, Introduction to Java. And in this video, I will discuss the following things. First, I will discuss about the Java program which I have discussed in the previous week. I will do the revision of Java program and compilation and execution of Java program. Second, I will discuss the topic identifiers. Third one, rules for defining an identifier. Fourth one, Java keywords. What are Java keywords? And fifth, comments. How you can define comments in your Java program. And what are the advantage of comments. So these topics will be discussed in this week. So let us come to the first topic. How to create a Java program and execute it. First, you need to install BlueJ in your system. You have to visit on the site www.bluej.org. Then you have to download it. You have to run the setup. Your BlueJ will be installed in your computer. Then you have to click on Start All Program and then you have to select BlueJ. Your BlueJ window will appear in front of you. This window will appear in front of you. Okay. For writing a Java program, what you have to do? You have to create a new project. How you can create? You have to click on project. Then a submenu will appear. Drop down menu will appear. You have to click on new project. This type of new project dialog box will appear in front of you. Then you have to write the project name. I have written testing BlueJ. Then you have to select the location and click on OK. When you click on OK, another dialog box of class will appear in front of you. You have to write the class name because there is no Java program without any class. Then you have to click on OK. What class name I have defined? I have written first_program. You don't give any space between the class names. Okay, you have to write in a single word. So I have used here underscore. Then you have to click on OK. Now your new project, new class has been made in your file. Now what you have to do? You have to open the source. You have to open the editor for writing the code. So this type of rectangular box will be created. This is your class. You have to right click on it and click on open editor. You can see this rectangular yellow box is shaded, and after compilation it will not be shaded anymore. When you click on open editor, this type of editor will appear in front of you. You can edit it. You can write the Java program inside this editor. In the yellow figure you can see public first program has been written. I have changed it public static void main string args because the Java programming start running from the main function, and public static void main string args is the main function of Java, and in that function I have printed a statement system.out.println welcome to BlueJ. And how you can compile it? I have written the program. For compiling it, you have to click on compile button. You can see this is the compile button. You have to click on it for compiling it. And when there is no error, it is compiled. The message will be printed at the last. Class compiled. At last you can see with grey color. It is shown with the grey color. Class compiled, no syntax error. It means this program has been compiled successfully. Now you have to execute the program. So you need to close this window. You have to click on close button. Here you can see this is the close button. You have to click on it, and after closing this window you have to execute it. For executing the program, the class files generated by the compiler are independent of the machine or the OS. Means when it is compiled, it can run, it can be executed on any machine or any type of OS, which allows them to be run on any system. Second point, to run the main class file, the class that contains the main method is passed to the JVM. The main method The main method public static void main string args will be passed to the JVM before the final machine code is executed, because the Java programming starts running from the main function. That's why the main function goes to the JVM. It is passed to the JVM before the final machine code is executed. Okay, so for executing the program, you have to right click on the first program, which is denoted with yellow color. Earlier it was shaded, but it has been compiled, so the shading disappears. Okay, now you have to right click on it and click on void main string args. Then this type of dialog box appear in front of you. You have to click on OK. When you click on it, OK, your output will be printed on the screen. What is the output of this program? Welcome to BlueJ, because this was a simple welcome program. So this thing I have already discussed. Now coming to the next topic, identifier. What are identifiers in Java? Identifiers are the names of variables, methods, classes, packages and interfaces. Now what is method in Java? The function which you have run on Excel. In Excel file you must have used some function. So the function is called methods in Java. Any function which you are using in Java, that is called method in Java. Okay. Variables, you know very well what are variables. Classes I have discussed, and there are some packages in Java. Already some predefined packages in Java which is used in programming, and there are some interfaces in Java. Java has some kind of interfaces. So identifiers are the names of any variables, methods, classes, packages and interface. It is a name and nothing else. Now second point, in Java you will need to identify many elements in your code, including class names, methods, fields, variables and package names. You need to identify many elements like class names, methods, fields, variable names and package names. And the names you choose are called identifiers. It is defined by you. You have to define the names of these things, which is called identifiers in Java. And identifiers must be composed of letters, numbers and underscore and the dollar sign. Now what are the rules for defining an identifier? An identifier cannot be a keyword or true, false or null. Actually a keyword is a predefined word in Java. Okay, keyword is a predefined function or word. It is a predefined symbol in Java. So that type of keyword is not used in case of identifier. Otherwise it will create the error. Now second point, an identifier can consist of letters, digits from 0 to 9, the underscore or the dollar sign. You can use anything in creating your identifier. Third point, an identifier must start with a letter, an underscore or a dollar sign. It is very clear that you can start your identifier with any type of letter, underscore or dollar sign. For example, what type of thing you can create in identifier? You can write hello world, signature, system, string, age, color and height. These are the valid identifiers since Java is case sensitive. Because Java is case sensitive, so you have to keep in mind the use of capital and small letters. Okay. Now you can also write some another names for defining an identifier. Okay, like you can write employee name, student's name, these things. Okay, now coming to the next topic, Java keywords. Java has a set of keywords that are reserved words. There are some reserved words of Java which has some special meaning. The reserved word of Java which has some special meanings are called keywords of Java, and that cannot be used as variables, methods, classes or any other identifier. Second, keywords are words that have a specific predefined meaning in Java and they cannot be used as variable names. Keywords cannot be used as variable names and has some specific predefined meaning in Java. Third point, the keywords of a programming language are the words that define the language. The keywords of a programming language are the words that define the language and have a special meaning to the compiler. All the keywords have some type of a special meaning to their compiler and cannot be used as identifier or other things. Now some of the Java keywords are if, break, char, int, long, for, new, switch, etc. These are the Java keywords. And these keywords have some types of usage in Java. These have some special meanings and which are reserved words, and these are used for compilation process because it has some special meaning which helps the compiler. Now comments. Coming to the comments, children. Comments are added to a program for the following purpose: to make it more readable and understandable and for future references. Actually, a compiler do not read the comments. Comments are the things which is given in the program so that we can understand the program what we are going to do. We can add comments in a Java program in the following ways: adding // before the line which is to be commented. If I have to give a comment of single line, then we will use // and we can write any type of comment in a single line. Okay, this can be used only for single line comments. Now second, using a pair of /* asterisk and asterisk // and within this we can write any comment. This is a multi-line comments. Okay children, so I have discussed many things. Okay, thank you very much.